Why do these videos first take, Steve? Why don't you fix the inevitable mistakes? I've been asked that, and here's the best explanation I can give you. I think of this first take series as a celebration of the imperfect. There's a Japanese concept called Wabi Sabi, derived from Buddhist teaching. Wabi Sabi doesn't translate all that well into English, but in really, really general terms, Wabi Sabi is the acceptance of transience, imperfection, and incompleteness. I think of these recordings as an imperfect mirror of live performance, where if you make a mistake, either in playing or singing, it's out there. It can't be glossed over and it can't be fixed. The audience heard it. You just have to deal with it by either ignoring it or by acknowledging it. I often actually choose the latter. There's a huge difference between playing live and playing in a studio. Live, you have the feedback of the audience, which honestly is the reason I prefer playing live. There's a synergy and a feedback loop between the performer and the audience. When it's going well, performer and audience feed off the energy of each other. In fact, if it's really going well, the audience may be having such a good time that they don't even notice your mistakes, even though they were there. Playing in a studio, there's an emphasis on perfection. Make a mistake, no problem. You just go back and record over it. You can add another track on top to fatten up the sound. You can play a dozen solos until you get one you're happy with, or you can cut and paste a snippet from one take, an impressive run from another take, and so on. In a studio, you can, and often do, spend hours and hours revising and polishing a 3-minute song until all the flaws have been covered over and removed, until there's no wabi sabi left. Look, in playing and practicing, and I do practice these songs at least a bit before I record them, we musicians strive to make our music better. But we're still human beings, which means we can never achieve that perfection. It's simply impossible if you're playing live. You do the best you can, the best you're capable of in that moment. And if you've done that, in my mind, you've nothing to be ashamed of. That's why the Pandemic World series of basement tapes are all in first take recordings is, as I said, a celebration of the imperfect. Because each and every one of us is imperfect. And there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion anyway. And that's why I've been doing it the way I've been doing it. So I hope you're happy with that answer. And if you're not, hey, it was imperfect, so who cares? Talk to you later.